thought today was a really good practice. Guys, very energetic. I thought we had great spirit, competitiveness throughout the course of the drills, good physicality. As you get to the first day, kind of implementing things in the game plan, I thought that it was really well done. There were some mistakes that were made, things that we got to clean up, things that we got to continue to build upon as we go through the week. But I thought our guys' approach was right, which not shocking to me. This week is it's an everything week, and so I was proud of our players for their mindset and approach. It was definitely felt it in meetings this morning. The minute they walked in the door, they had a purpose to come work and be better, and I thought we did a good job. I thought quarterbacks did a really good job today. We know that coming into it, Tate, it's a little different role for him as of what he gets to do and how he gets to do it. But the mindset and approach is no different than what he's done throughout the course of the season. You had a couple plays that we'll continue to improve upon, but I thought threw the ball really well, made really good decisions for the most part, and puts himself in a good position for where we are as we need to go through the rest of the week. All right, see you guys. Is that it? Okay, last question.
So in terms of just the spirit and stuff like that, I guess you can tell that in the meetings. You can sense that. There's you say urgency. You always want it. It's always like the push, the standard, the expectation. Sometimes I need to encourage more, and they came in the door today, and it was they weren't need a whole lot of my encouragement. In the meeting, they were ready to go. It was you felt the energy, and we're going to push to the standard. We're all going to be held accountable to it. But I thought the guys did a nice job of that today.
How much does it help that you have had Rodemaker getting in there, going to Coleman, Wilson, and some of the receivers?
Yeah, that's why we do practice the way we practice. There's a lot of places that they only focus on a group or a certain number of players, and you never know in this game. And Tate's been working. He's got plenty of work with the ones throughout the fall. And there's obviously things that you got to have looks at, and things that you got to make sure that the consistency, the timing. But you can see. Today the timing, the rhythm, all those things. They've got a really good feel for each other. So it was. I thought it was really good.
You've seen him do a lot of pretty special things, but the reaction you had on Keon's catch in one-on-ones,
that was stupid. Yeah. It was a stupid catch.
Is that what you told him?
Yeah, actually I told him 2 hands. Is what I told him. But it was really good.
Is there ever a good time for a one-handed catch? Like, will you ever be like, that's cool?
There are the instant reactionary moments that sometimes it'll show up. But I want to fight for 2. Because ultimately, if you have an opportunity to get 2, then go get 2. And I'm in practice. You guys over the last 4 years, I don't know how many times I've probably said that. But it's even on the great one-handed catches, it's like, but you get 2. We don't want tip passes. We don't want to give guys other opportunities. Now, if there's a reactionary moment, that ball's just on you, and that's what happens. Catch it. But if we can get the second up, well, let's get the second up.
How much improvement have you seen from him? Deuce had a pretty good practice. How much improvement have you seen from him?
I thought Deuce did have a good day. He's been battling some things, just as working his butt off to be available on game day. But I think he's starting to feel better, and got some good work. I thought our receivers as a whole, really had a good day. Kentron had made a couple really nice plays. Jakai, it was a good day for them.
Have you guys played anybody that will bring extra bodies and pressure, blitzing like Florida does in the sense of 5, 6, 7 guys sometimes?
No, they definitely going to bring on. They're going to bring it from everywhere, and but we have faced quite a few teams, especially here, whether it's Pitt, obviously our last rivalry game there was a lot of pressure that showed up. So it's unique to them, but obviously we've faced a lot of it.
It seems like the guys have done a pretty good job coming together with Tate. What has been the response that you've seen from them as they kind of start to build this different trust with him than they have with Jordan?
Oh, it's ultimately, he's been earning trust the last 4 years.
your position doesn't dictate whether somebody trusts you or not. Like, I mean, whether you're a graduate assistant, head coach, first string quarterback, last string quarterback, it doesn't matter what your role is. You earn trust, and it's my job to earn our players' trust every day, and you do that through action. And because just because you have a position doesn't guarantee you anything. So I think Tate has earned trust throughout the last 4 years because of how he shows up, what he does. Yes, does it help that when he's at opportunity that he shows that preparation and how he executes? Absolutely. Today, I think he earned even more trust just because he just continued. It's a daily process. And because trust is the hardest thing in the world to ever earn and to gain, but it's also something that's pretty easy to lose. And so you have to be aware of that, and you've got to obviously bring your best in all opportunities. And I think Tate's a guy that definitely does that.
Obviously, a lot of focus on Tate's increased role, but how is Brock doing handling the big elevation?
I thought Brock had a really good day today too. I mean, I'm excited about. And I'll say this. Brock was unavailable for a good part of this year, and that's an example. I'm a true freshman. What's that going to look like for the rest of the season? But he was meetings, whether he could practice or not. I mean, it was all attention, the details, the understanding, and then when he was able to get back to practice, you saw a better version, which that's what you don't let the physical limitations keep you from where you're ultimately able to get to. And I think Brock's done a nice job with that. Like I said, he was very comfortable today. Had a few plays that you'd like to that we're going to be able to learn from. But I thought it was a really good opportunity for him to show the growth that he's had for everybody that's around him.
How was pass defense? I know the numbers haven't been great lately, but what challenges do that scheme that present for Tate?
I think it's just the multiplicity of what they do. I mean, you're going to see a lot of different variations in coverage, whether they're rolling coverage of the field, boundary, blitzes, two-man, straight man, but then, quite a few variations in just the different zone coverages and pressure packages. So it's make sure you play with your eyes, trust your eyes, the details in spacing, the details in winning one-on-ones. I mean, all those things are going to matter. You got a couple of experienced corners that I think are good players that, can present some challenges, but, ultimately, we just got to go out there and we got to play.
You're good?